Welcome to Jams for All. My name is Lily. Today we're here chatting with 40 Feet to Go at their album release show. We've got sets from Underbelly, Rosacade, and Snowbirds coming up pretty soon that we're looking forward to. So I'll go ahead and let you guys introduce yourself. You can just say like your name and then your position in the band, like what you play.
You want to go left or right?
Okay, sure.
Do it.
I'm Em. I do vocals and guitar.
I'm Mia. I do vocals and bass.
My name is Dylan. I do vocals and guitar as well.
My name's Nadia. I play the drums and I do the synth and piano work.
Hell yeah. All right. And to start off, what's the story of how 40 Feet to Go started?
I would say we all knew each other in high school, and Mia and Dylan were a few years ahead of me and Emil. And when I was in my senior year, after Mia and Dylan had already graduated, Ems and I started playing together a lot in between classes because high school sucks. So
Yeah.
we'd try to get out of as many classes as possible. So a lot of times it would end up with us jamming together in the auditorium, getting noise complaints from people.
As you should.
And then eventually it led to us playing with Dylan too. Things led to another, and we eventually had Mia join. And it was really just that we were all really close friends. And that was the foundation for it.
Hell yeah. That's awesome. All right. And then were there any unexpected challenges to making the album? You're like,
yeah,
how do I
every
start?
unexpected challenge, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, like, first of all, we don't live together or anything like that. We don't live like that close to each other, especially Nadia. So it was a whole thing to like have to come to Lansing like every other week
okay.
or every week, basically once a week to record.
We were eventually doing two days a week.
We were, huh?
Yeah, that's a long drive from like Detroit, right?
Right,
Yeah,
yeah,
that's
yeah.
long.
2 hours.
And then I'm sure Emil has.
Yeah, Emil was the mixer and master.
Yeah, so we were like, just like every time we would finish one song, like writing it, we would jam it out at our house, and like the next day we'd go to Lansing and like record, and like it was kind of cool. Like I feel like that's a surprising positive.
Yeah,
Is that we had like a week. I had a week to like mix that and then show it to them. Like this is what the song sounds like for now. So we were just like doing song by song.
Okay,
So
hell
I
yeah.
feel like it was really different experience of writing an album than like average artist, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah. Alrighty. Well, were there any other surprising positives that you would want to talk about?
We spent a lot of time together.
Yeah, well, that's always awesome.
It was really fun to hang out.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, what are each of you's like favorite song off the album and why?
I really think Co-op is my favorite. I mean, I think it kind of gives you a gist of like what the whole album is. Like, it's a really long song,
Yeah.
and it's a really fun song to play as well. And I think I don't know, I think it's an awesome song. It's one of my favorite songs that we've written together.
Yeah, I'd say mine. It changes like every couple weeks maybe, but right now I'd say it's probably Every Word is a Star in My Sky. I'm feeling the energy right now. That's all I got to say about that. I don't know.
I'm on the same boat. Every word kind of it changes as well, but I always kind of like fall back on Every Word is a Star in My Sky. And that song was like most of that song was written like way before we were working on this album, and I think I always like fall back on it as my favorite because in contrast to like we're talking about challenges, you know, with the last question. This one was like, it was easy. Like, you know, like they know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Like I just kind of like, I brought some words and like 2 chords to them. And I was like, can we like make this into like some 40 feet like material, you know? And it kind of just happened, you know? And
Hell yeah.
recorded it, you know, like, you know, in just a couple takes basically. And it's cool, you know, like it was the most fun one to do in my opinion.
Love that.
My favorite song on the album is Proposito de un Ser. I mean, I'm biased, but I think that the synth work I did in it was a lot of fun. I really like the
Right.
vocals from everyone when we're all singing together. And it just has a lot of moments that make me really, really happy.
Yeah. Awesome. All right. My favorite is also co-op. It's just so good. Yeah. I think a lot of people's favorite is co-op. Yeah. Okay. The combination of Spanish and English lyrics is one of my favorite aspects of your music. How do you decide which lines to be which?
Honestly, I mean, me and Emil are bilingual, so I kind of just don't think about it. Sometimes when I'm writing,
Okay.
it happens to be in Spanish, and sometimes it happens to be in English.
Okay.
But there are times like every word is a star in my sky, or no, not every word. No, yeah, every word used to be in Spanish. Like even the title was in
Oh.
Spanish originally. Like when I released it as my like own like thing, and then I changed it to English at some point along the way. I don't remember why. Sometimes it just sometimes it works better, you know. Like
Yeah.
it was like it
Okay.
used to be cada palabra es una estrella en mi cielo, and it was like I don't know, like sometimes every word is a star in my sky.
Yeah,
You know?
okay.
It kind of just
Hits
flows
different.
out. It hits different, you know. So
Yeah.
I definitely relate. Like when sometimes I'll write something, I'm like, this doesn't quite sound right.
I know,
And
yeah.
then I would just like translate. And I'll be like, okay.
That's better.
Yeah,
That's what it was
okay.
supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. All right. What has been the biggest musical inspiration to 40 Feet to Go?
I think this is a really hard question.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be one. I feel like it doesn't have like I feel like I made that a lot
we
of pressure.
do have like a shared playlist that's on our Spotify, and like I feel like that kind of just has like all of our
Okay.
inspirations like all together. So
We're all over the place.
yeah, we
All
listen
right.
to a lot of different music.
We'll
so
check
it's-
that playlist out if you're interested. All right. You kind of touched on this a little bit already, but what does your creative process look like collectively?
Usually like one of us will bring like a riff or like just like a very vague idea, and we'll just like jam it out and
Mhm.
like just kind of write from there. Sometimes I'll like write a whole structure on the guitar, and like I'll be like, no, you have to do this.
It's me like all the time, bro.
But sometimes we do.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Yeah, I would say it just depends on who. That's the thing is like we like to like each of us likes to take the lead on certain songs. Like we'll be like, okay, you have for this one we were like, you get 2 songs, you get 2 songs, you get 2, and we kind of did that. And so it just depends on who's like leading it. Because like when it was me, it was like I came with co-op and I basically had the whole thing like thought out, and I was like just
I see.
like directing almost. But then like Tides, you know, Nadia led Tides, and she kind of just came with like a few like drum beats and like the words and like a structure, and she was very like it was a whole different process. It was like she was like, okay, this is section 1, and it's like floating, and then we're drowning, and then we're resurfacing, you know, and we were like, okay,
Wow.
we'll work with that, you know, and then we kind of just do our own thing. So she's, you know, she's a better leader. I'm here like
That's funny.
commanding, you know, but
Well, I mean, I feel like it takes everybody, you know. Everybody has their strengths.
Yeah.
And it's not like I can write an entire song structure with chords and everything on the drums.
right,
Like being the drummer lends itself more to
Right.
that type of writing process.
right, yeah.
For sure.
Your turn.
Okay. Yeah, like I led like for the Flock of Geese that live on King Road, and like I just kind of showed up with a bass line, and we went from there. We actually that was more of like a jam song, like we just kind of jammed out and recorded it.
Dude, the demo that you can still find out there, like
Yeah.
of that song, what is it called? It's called Merriman Road. That's
Yeah.
what it's called when it's in the demo. And that if you listen to that demo, it's basically like us figuring out the song. Like we were just
Yeah.
jamming the bass line.
That's
and then,
like one of the first times we ever played it, really. so.
right. And then we were like, oh, this is good. All right, that's the first song.
That's,
Hell
just,
yeah.
that's just what the demo is, anyways. It's just
Right.
kind of like
Right.
us
Us figuring
like,
it
yeah,
out.
us figuring those
Yeah.
songs out.
Yeah.
I love that. All right. Okay, well then what's something that motivates and inspires each of you that you wish you could talk about more often?
I don't know. I really really love the like online scene of like emo and screamo. Like I think there's a lot of good like bedroom screamo
Yeah.
artists that people shit on. I think.
I agree.
And I love it, and I think there's a lot of artists out there, and it's inspiring to see a lot of kids too, like kids trying
Yes.
it out and like getting into the scene and stuff like that.
Just experimenting and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think like in the way of like inspiration, this is weird, but I feel like birds.
That's such a good answer. That's such a good answer.
I've been in my bird watching era. A lot of like my riffs, like I got like inspiration from like bird calls and stuff like that.
That's literally so cool, dude.
Like the riff in Landfill, I was really like, I think it was like the Eurasian blackbird or something. Yeah, I was just like the asymmetrical, like unexpectedness of like bird calls and like a lot of songbirds. Like, yeah,
That's super cool.
It got me.
Yeah, my roommate is obsessed with birds, so she's
Yeah.
gonna like love that
Yes.
so much.
What was the question? What inspires me?
Yeah, what's something that inspires you and motivates you that you wish you could talk about more? It doesn't have to be like even music related.
Okay, just in general. No, I mean I kind of just agree with your answer. You know, like if I were to word it differently, it would just be I just love that I grew up in the age of the internet.
Yeah.
Honestly, I love it. You know, there's
So
a
much
lot of it that I
access.
love, and I love that all that like motivates me really is to like when I write music, I just try to like do it for myself. You know, like it's like therapeutic for me,
Absolutely.
and then I love the fact that I can put it out there, and then there's just so many people out there that can so easily find it and like feel like I had a similar experience, you know.
Yeah.
That's it. That's cool.
The being able to relate with people. Yeah.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
This is more specific to specifically the screamo scene, but I'm really inspired and I love the opportunity to get to connect with so many other queer and especially trans people. I think growing up where I did, there was very few other trans people, especially other trans femmes, and I've really appreciated the opportunity to connect with so many other people that are like me and to get to build a greater sense of community with them.
Yeah, absolutely. Awesome. All right. This is a very much like less serious question. What's a dumb hot take you have that you are really passionate about for no reason?
I've been ready for this one. Okay, I've been ready to put this on the record. The original Sonic design from like when they first released the Sonic the Hedgehog movie trailer, and everyone bullied Sega for it.
Yes.
It was way better, and they should have kept him like that. And the movie would have been. I mean, not the movies are fine, like they're good, you know. But like, I don't know, they made him so like cute and so like he looked ugly as hell before, and I was like, you know, like I feel like it just fits Sonic to be a little ugly like that, ugly and spunky or whatever, spiky
Oh my
and
gosh.
sharp, you know, and
That's
edgy.
so funny. People might get you for that one. That's
I know they will. I keep this to myself most of the time because I know it's cancelable. Yeah, but like I really like passionately feel that. Like
I
would
feel that.
I hate that they changed it. I
That's
don't
so
like that they
funny.
changed it.
All right.
Go ahead.
All right, mine. Maybe it's not a hot take, but if minions were real, I would hunt them for sport.
Damn.
I think that's might be valid, honestly.
Okay.
Like, they're so scary. How can you just
They
let them
are.
like be roaming?
They
I don't
really
know.
are. They really are. Something about them.
I would
Yeah.
be their Gru, dude. I don't know what you're talking about. I would love to be Gru.
No.
You know, like
They're
Hey.
have
cursed.
my minions.
That's how we differ. Okay.
Now, would you eat them too?
Would I eat them?
Yeah.
I haven't thought about that yet.
You haven't gotten that far?
The blueprint is still in the works.
What would minions taste like?
So funny.
No.
Yeah.
My hot take is that I would eat them. I don't.
You really want to eat a minion?
I don't know. I can't really think of one, so that's that's my hot take.
Just want to see what it tastes like.
yeah, I'm just curious.
valid. Valid.
What's Nadia's hot take?
Do you have a
Yeah.
hot take?
This isn't that hot of a take, but I basically never want waffles, pancakes, or French toast or none of that for breakfast. I want a savory breakfast every time.
I think
I
that's
agree with
valid.
you.
I feel like if you feel like shit, like sick in the morning, that's definitely not something you want to eat. So I totally get that. Okay. So, Jams for All's motto is gatekeeping is for losers. Agree or disagree? Each of you.
I personally agree. I think that there are some cases where gatekeeping can be more like protecting your culture from people that are maybe trying to be appropriative or are trying to do fuck shit with it. But I think in general, that's not really what gatekeeping is. And I think that it's for losers.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Y'all seen Steven Universe? You know Ronaldo? Ronaldo should have been. Steven should have gatekeeped Ronaldo from the gem shit. You know what I'm saying? In that one episode. All right, there's gonna be people out there that know what I'm talking
I was
about.
gonna say
Somebody's gonna know what I'm
you're
talking
saying.
about. Sometimes, yeah, I agree. You know, I didn't think of that. Sometimes Ronaldo needs to be gatekept. Is that the past tense for gatekeeping?
Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah.
But in general, yeah, I agree. Like, what what makes you the guard? You know what I'm saying? Like,
That's such a good
who
point.
gave you the power to tell me what to
Yeah,
like?
like
you know?
why are you like worthy but someone else isn't?
Right,
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
right.
Okay,
Do you
I'm
agree?
gonna be
Pressure
honest
on.
here. I'm not a gatekeeper, but if I don't like you and you like something I like, I'm gonna be a little annoyed.
That's honestly valid.
I'm just being honest. But I don't gatekeep. I don't like that. But I do agree that some people do need to be. Some people do need to be.
Some people need to be
I
taken
agree
to the
with-
back.
No, what the hell?
Sorry.
Getting a little too excited here. No,
Cut that out.
I agree with them as well. But
That's so funny.
Yeah, no, I agree with everyone. What everyone said.
Awesome. All
whatever
right.
we say.
Gatekeeping is for losers. Don't gatekeep. Let
Cool.
people enjoy the music.
Yes, that's how we get better, more music. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
all right. And then lastly, are there any bands that you're obsessed with that you want to shout out?
In Search of Bastila.
Yes,
In Search of
agree,
Bastila.
agree.
They are amazing. They are the best screamo band in Detroit. So please listen to their music. They're really good. Look at this awesome shirt.
Yeah, no, the shirt is dope. Definitely give them
Yeah.
a listen.
You stole mine a little bit, so
Yeah,
I was
steal mine too. I already know it.
I was
Right.
listening to them on the way. Wait, now I'm scared. Who am I gonna steal from you?
I don't know.
Okay.
Let's try it.
Just try it. Yeah, I was listening to them on the way here, on the way to practice earlier, and to get hyped up.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I think that's probably mine too. I've been on the Wednesday train. That's my favorite band
Ooh,
of all
okay.
time.
Yeah.
I've been Wednesday is my favorite band of all time. They don't need a shout out, I guess, but like I'm shouting them out right now.
They hung us from power lines from Columbus.
them too.
Yeah, no, they're homies, and they're so. Oh my god. Also, middling and pickpocket.
Yeah.
Yes.
You know, which they hung us from power lines is kind of just like a merging of those two bands. But
We love Ohio.
we love them. Yeah, we love Ohio.
Ohio
we're
Screamo is good,
we're
yeah.
the Michigans. You know, all the
Yeah.
Michiganders, our fellow Michiganders, are gonna like dislike us. You know, maybe, but I don't care. I love Ohio. I love my
No,
Ohio
yeah.
homies, and they hung us from power lines is doing something else. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. They got
Hell
something
yeah.
going on. It's awesome.
I'd like to shout out, there's a really incredible funk kind of rock band. It's made up of all indigenous artists on the West Coast. It's called Koo Eeks, and I'll let you know the spelling of that so you can
I'll
put it on
put it.
screen.
Yeah. Hell
Yeah.
yeah. Awesome.
But they're super talented.
Okay, cool. Yay. I would definitely love to give them a listen for sure. Well, hell yeah. Thanks so much for hanging out, you guys, and for sharing. I can't wait to hear the whole album live. I'm super excited.
Full set. The first time.
Yes, the whole 44 minutes in all its glory.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
so
Oh,
excited. I made you guys something.
Oh, Nardwar style. I brought you a gift.
His name is Stan.
Oh my god.
He's an OG
That's
40
amazing.
feet to go Stan. I'll like put a picture. Here you go.
I love it.
Wow. This is
Okay.
awesome.
He'll be
so-
coming to every show.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Everyone's gotta have it. Oh, I like. It's got some weight.
Yeah,
you
no,
know,
like if you like throw it, it kind of's got like a,
It's got a-
I don't know. Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Got a
Yeah.
little sting.
Just a little bit.
That's amazing.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Yeah, you're
Thank you
welcome.
so much.
Yeah. All right. Well,
And thank you for
thanks.
having us on.
Yes, yeah, thank you much for coming on. I'm so excited. Thanks for watching James for All. Make sure to give 40 Feet to Go's album a listen, and I'll see you next time. Cool. All right.
Yes.
Yay!